everyone, this is Lisa with Backallie, and we are going to do continue with week 3 of the Up on the Rooftop Mystery Sew-Along. And so we're going to do that. And I'm doing this one for Christmas in July, but it's in August now. So I think I'm going to change it to Christmas in August. There you go, Christmas in August. So that's what we're going to do. Christmas in August. So, yeah. So come along with me, let's get started. Let's get started. So it looks like we're going to do the reindeer in this one. We have tons of clippings, like so many small pieces. And interesting with this one is that, and I'm pretty efficient with my cutting. I don't have a lot of scraps, but I ran out of that fabric. So I am using just a straight brown for some of it. We'll see how it turns out. I don't know, a little bit disappointed in this one. I'm disappointed in the quality of the black fabric. It frays like crazy, but we're gonna get this done one way or another. And it's gonna be cute. That's just what I'm going to say. It's going to be cute. All right, so what are we doing first? First things up is we're going to take O and V. Okay, so we're going to take O and V, and we're only doing one of these. So I'm only going to take one of O, which is the black fabric. It's just the black fabric, and then V is this really pretty fabric. And we are going to set this. We're going to set this like this. So you see, and you can't see my line. I can't even see my line. I kind of sort of can see my line. And we're just going to make one of these. So let's get it started. We got a lot to do. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to trim it off. And we're going to press it. Okay. All right, y'all. I think I need to get my blue out. Ugh. Because it's actually not black. It's like a very navy blue color. But there's our piece. Step 1. I'm going to, do I have my blue out somewhere? Did I not keep it out? I'm going to use this variegated. That'll work. Y'all, I feel like see. All right, back on track. So we want O and H. Okay, and we're just gonna make one of these. So I just need one H and one O. Set those aside. And we're going to put them right sides together. So we're going to put them right sides together. And we are going to do what? We're going to right sides together, stitch on the drawn line and trim away from the seam. H. Okay. All right. Let's do it. Okay, and I think that I'm going to trim this off. Okay. Made a little tiny. Okay. Okay, so now we have that. And I'm going to put that somewhere on my board. Actually, I'm going to get a different board for the item. The pieces that we've done, I'm going to put on a different board. Okay, till I have to pull them together. So then we need L, and I guess we're already pulling them together. So I need L. There's so many pieces. So many pieces. Okay, where is L? L. There's L. Here is L. We're going just to make one of these, so just need one L. And I'm going to pull my other pieces back. And we're going to put that one underneath. And this one there. Okay. So I'm going to put these together first. do this one first. And we're going to press that in. Okay. And then this is going to go here. There are so many pieces, y'all. It is crazy how many pieces I cut out. So many pieces. Press that one towards the black. Okay, so now we have that piece. Oh, I gotta change my battery out. So I'll be right back. So we have this piece. Done. Check, check. We're gonna do S and N. I'm gonna put this on my board back there. So we want S. And what color is N? N. So we've got S and N. So we are going to make two of them. We're going to lay them out. Let's lay them out. So we're gonna do two of those. And then we're gonna do, goodness gracious, two of those. So it's gonna be laid out like this. So then, okay. Let's get those sewn. If I can. If I can. Y'all, it is Saturday and I have been in my studio almost all day long. I love it. Love the fact that I can be in my studio all day long. Puppy dogs come see me. Cooper was just here checking on me. Just wants to check on me. He'll come. I can see my house, like the back part of my house. So he'll come out the doggy door and he'll stand there on my patio and he'll look down to my studio and he can see me through the windows, and as long as I wave to him, he's like, "Oh, okay, mom's okay." And then he'll go back in. Sometimes he'll come down to visit me. His brother Jinx comes and sees me often. Like, he spends a great deal of time in my studio with me. It's cute. I adore them. Okay, I'm going to press all these to the dark. There's those. It is sweet. And for those who don't know who Cooper and Jinx are, they are our golden doodles, our babies. They are our babies. All right, so now we have these pieces. Now I'm going to sew them together because we're going to make two. Okay, let's sew them together. They should nest really good. Okay. And all right, so now we have two of these units. And I'm sure they are to be 2.5 inches. So let me go trim them up and I'll be right back. I've trimmed them all up. They look fantastic. There they are. So what are we doing next? We're going to take H. We're going to take H. And I only need one. And H is that dark blue. Like this. And then we're going to take Q and L. So we're going to take L and 2 Qs. And it's like doing a puzzle. Feel like I'm doing a puzzle. All right, so then we'll put that between those and that will go on this. So the end unit is going to look, I'm trying to figure out where I can put it so that you all can see it. So it'll look like that. And all right, so I'm gonna set those aside. I'm gonna do this first. Put this on here. Okay. And I'm going to press that down. Okay. So I'm going to start with this unit. I added this piece there on it. And then I think I'm going to put all this together and then put this on. So yeah, I'm going to put the 3 pieces on first to each other and then I'll add them to the other piece. Just want to do it that way. pushing towards the dark. Okay, I'm going to do the next one. Ah, 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 ah. Okay. And I'm going to press that one to the dark. Okay, so right now I'll have this 3-unit piece, and I'm going to add that to the piece that I just built. So I'm going to put them together like this. Okay, and I'm going to press that this way. Okay, all right, y'all. Now we have that piece. Okay, so we have that piece. So let's move on. We're only making one of those. All right, so then we're gonna add a Z. A Z, where's my Z? Z is going to be this color that I didn't have enough to cut into the other shape. So we're gonna see how that all works out. We are going to see how that all just plays out. We're gonna put that on the end of the piece. So we've got this piece, right? We're gonna put this on the bottom of it. Tried to go along knowing that I didn't have enough of that one to see where it was going to be used, and then adjust from there so it wouldn't be as obvious. We're gonna see how I did. We're gonna see how I did on that. Okay, then we're gonna press down to that. Okay, so now we have that unit. And then we're going to add got it in my hands. Oh, why is that not long enough? I think the brown piece is too long, I think. So we are going to do our due diligence. Going to measure it. Wouldn't surprise me if there was 6.5 by 7.5. So 6.5 by 7.5. Yep. So I am going to, all right. So now we have this piece. Okay. And we're just going to set this aside. So I'm going to tuck it under here for now. And we're going to grab G, W, and Y. G, put that under here too. W, G, W, and Y is a big piece right here. And Y. We're going to work on those. We're going to work on these next. So, oh, and we're going to want, yeah, let's work on these first. Okay, so we're going to take W and G, G, and so it's going to go, we're just going to build it like that. Just like this. See, here's that piece that doesn't, we're going to see how it looks. Let's put these on. We will see how it looks. Not going to fret about it. I am just not going to fret about it. All right, let's put this piece on. Okay. What's happening here? Okay. So now I have that piece. I can tell the difference, the color. Now we're going to grab B. And B will fit right there perfectly. Okay, so we're going to put this on B. Okay, and I'm going to press B out. Okay, so now we have this unit, and this will be his collar. It'll be up by his neck. Okay, we're going to set that aside. We're just going to put it right up underneath here, our other pieces. And then we're going to take O and BB. We're going to take O and BB. There's baby. All right, so we're gonna take this and then our navy blue color. And we're just gonna make one of these, but I need two of these. Two of our navy colors. Put those back over there. And I only have two of those, so that takes care of that. And we are going to what? What are we gonna do? We're gonna put one here. We're just gonna snowball on each corner. Jeepers. Let's see if I can make that line just a little bit darker so I can see it. Can't quite see it, so I want to make it just a little bit darker for me to see. There we go. And this one's, I can see it, but just barely. Make this one a little bit darker. Let's see it for a little. There we go. All right, so we're gonna do that. So we're gonna snowball on each side of this one. Do it this way. I probably should have. Gosh. Okay. Okay. So now we have one of those units. Just like that. And then we want this piece, and we want M and G. So there's G, and there's M. So they're both navy. We're just using a lot of navy in this. So M, I need one of M. And M is going to go on the bottom of this one. Okay. So we're going to press. Okay, so I just added M to the bottom of our square. And then we're going to take this piece and we're going to add it. And it's going to go like that. So it's going to go like this. Y'all see that? moved it. And this is going to be pushed up. Just stop, B. All right, so now we've got that unit. And then we're going to add G to the bottom of this. So we're going to add G. Just wait, B. Just wait. Okay, so now we have this unit. So we're going to set that aside and I will be right back. We are moving on. So we are going to use U, which has got like this almost chevron pattern, but not really. And then, of course, our dark navy as F. Okay. And we are making, all right. So we are going to use this fabric. If you can see it, I'll show you here. Pattern on it. And of course we have our navy. And we are creating flying geese. So we are going to go like this. And I'm doing 4 of these. So I've marked it and put this one on this side. All right, there's our flying geese. So now we made 4 of them. What are we doing with those flying geese? Anything yet? Nope. Not doing anything with those yet, I don't think. Let me see what we've got going on here. Nope, nothing yet with flying geese. We're gonna sit them down here. All right, we are going to take where's our other, we had one there. It's I and T, okay. I'm just gonna take all these that we've done, tuck them back up underneath here. So now we're going to grab I and T. There's I. And where's T? That's not T. It's A. H. Where's T? What color is it? There's T. All right. All right, so T is the same fabric there, but it's a square, basically. And we are going to, I'll leave that here. We are going to, we're going to snowball on each end. We're going to snowball all the way around each one. So I'm going to get my ruler out again. And I'm just going to draw this line again just so I can see it. I could probably get out my chalk, maybe on black. It would show up better, wouldn't it? Okay, so that one looks good. So I'm going to go like this on this one. Okay, we're just snowballing each corner basically. So we're gonna go, we'll do one and then we'll go to the opposite side. Okay, so I've done one side. I'm gonna go do this side now. And I'm going to mark it so I can see it a little bit better. It's like it's faded. Okay, and I'm going to do the other side. Opposite side. Come on. Okay. All right, so now we have that piece. And this one, 4.5 by 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5. Awesome, awesome. It is 4.5. So what's this color? I'm just gonna put that back on my board. All right, so what are we doing with this one? So now we want to we're gonna take these, we're gonna make a star. We're gonna make a star piece. So we're gonna take our flying geese that we did, and this will be our center. And first let's take our flying geese, and we're gonna take H. And H is the navy. And we're going to put just on 2 of them, just like we do a star, right? So 2 of them we don't need to, 2 of them we are. We're going to put ends on them basically. On each side we're going to put a navy piece on. All right, so I've added a navy on each side of just 2 of our flying geese. Ugh, gollies. Okay, so then when we put the star together, which we're going to put the star together, we're going to do the sides first. And just going to put a little something right there just to kind of hold that center there. Okay, we still got our point. That's awesome. Which way am I pressing this? In towards the center. Okay, I'm gonna do the other side. And I think I'm gonna put a pin in it as well. What's going on? Okay. Okay, so now we have, that piece that doesn't want to go that way. So now we have this unit. Kind of cool, kind of cool. Kind of cool, kind of cool. So now we're gonna put the ones that have the blue, we're gonna put them on top and bottom. So, and they should nest, but I am going to pin them as always. Ugh, far from being. Okay. Okay, so we have that. So now we got to put on that bottom. And I am, of course, pinning so that they match up the way I want them to. Okay. So now we have our star. It's cute. It's cute, definitely cute. Needs to be 8.5 by 8.5. I'm gonna go change my battery out and just trim up our star before we go on to the next. I'll be right back. All right, so I trimmed up our star. It's cute. It is definitely cute. Got all my points. They look fantastic. It definitely looks cute. So what are we doing next? I think we're using a piece maybe that we already did. I think we're using this piece next, and we're going to add it to the left side of our unit. Okay. Get my pen out of there. Okay, push that out. All right, tuck these under there. Oh. All right, so now we have this unit. It's coming together. I think that's his ear, our reindeer's ear. I think that is the case. All right, so I think we can set this one aside. And we're gonna take double D and O. Let's see if we can find it. There's double D and O. There it is. I was like, O is what we've been using so much of. Where is it? So O is the navy, and then this is our brown, and this is the brown that I had to sub in because I didn't have enough of the other. So let's see how this all is going to come into fruition for us. So we're going to take just one of our double D's and one of our O's, and I'm going to draw a better line so I can see it. Now I can see it. And we're going to take and put it on the end. So it's going to go just like that. Okay. All right, so now we have that unit with just the little piece on the end. Okay, so we're going to set that aside, and we're going to take our where is R? There's R. So I'm going to do this fun polka dot fabric and our, which I think I put it as O's. Let me just double check. Yep. O's. So I'm gonna use this one. All right, and oh, we're doing some flying geese with these tiny little pieces. So with these tiny little pieces, we're gonna do some flying geese. We're gonna make 8. Yep, we're making 8 of these. Here we go. All right, y'all. So we made 8 very tiny flying geese. Oh, it took us a little bit to get through. What are we doing with these flying geese? We're going to put 2 of them together like so. And so we're going to do that with all of them. We can do that. It's like, goodness gracious, that's a lot of little tiny flying geese. That's an awful lot of little tiny flying geese. press these. Just gonna press them the way they want to go because they're gonna give me problems if I don't. They want to go a certain way, and I'm going to let them go a certain way. Okay, so now we have 4 of these units. And I saved all my points, so they all look really good. So now we have 4 of those. We're getting there. We're going to get there. All right, so now we're going to take these and we're going to build a block. So I'm going to have one going like this, one going like that, one going like this, and then this one going like that. So let's put these together. Now I'm going to put these together. Okay. And how does it want to lay? Let's lay it that way then. Okay, so this one and then this one. So now we're going to put them together. Making this block. We're making this block. That is quite the block. I saved all my points at least. Let that sit on there for a second. All right, so now we have that unit. It's kind of cool. Kind of a cool unit. It's definitely a cool unit. Cool little block. I think it's a cool little block. Which way? Yep, it goes just like that. Cool little block. What are we doing with this block? Oh, we're going to take this piece that we did, and that's going to go on the top of our, well, it's going to go on our top of our block, but we're going to put some F's on the sides. We're going to put some, we're going to take F, and we've got 2 of those, and we'll put those on the sides first. And this block should measure 4 by 4. I'm just gonna, all right, so I squared it up, looks much better. Much better. So I'm gonna put these sides on. I'm gonna do the other side. Okay, so now we have this unit because I added the brown, and we're gonna take this one that we put navy on that outer side, and we're going to put that on top. On top. Okay. Okay, so now we have this, because we have this tab here. And then we're gonna grab double D. And we're gonna put double D on the bottom. Okay. All right, so then we've got, So that turned out okay using all of that one solid color of brown because I didn't have the other. Excuse me. Whew. So yeah, so that worked out because I chose all the same browns for it. So that worked out great. And that needs to be 6.5 by 6.5. So I'm gonna trim that. I trimmed it all up just a little. I mean, very little come off of it. And then we are going to grab X, which is this really pretty fabric. I love that fabric. It's like poinsettias maybe and roses. Would that be a poinsettia? Not a rose, maybe? Seeing it's, I think, Christmas light, right? So maybe that's supposed to represent a poinsettia, maybe. Don't you know? Maybe. Then we're gonna grab A. We're gonna put A on the bottom of our fabric. So I'm gonna sew that on. Okay, so now we have this because I added A to it. And then we're going to grab this piece and we're going to put it here. I'm going to trim it up a little bit, just a smudge, a smidget. Just a smidget. Okay, and then this is going to go on this side. So we've got this. So here's where the browns come into play, right? So hopefully it doesn't look too off because the colors are not quite the same. I mean, they're not the same. So we will see. Okay. So we're going to take this piece, and are we putting it together? Is that what we're doing? Kind of. So we're going to take this piece and our star piece. So this piece, and we're going to add these two together. So let's do that. So now we have this unit that'll go like this. Yep. So it'll go like this. Okay. Then we have, what else do we have? We have this one and this unit that we're going to put together. So we have this one, this unit, and this unit that we're going to put together. So let's take a look at what we've got going on here. All right, so it's noticeable, but it kind of sort of looks like it's part of the collar. So maybe I'm okay with it. Maybe I'm okay with it. So then we're going to add this bigger piece to this piece. What is happening here? What is happening? Okay, so I've sewn those together. And so now we have this unit. I mean, he sort of looks like a reindeer. He just needs legs. So what do y'all think? I think he just looks like he needs legs. I don't think that the brown is bothering me yet. So that's good. That's good. So we're going to tuck this back under there, pull my board over, because we are going to grab M and H. So there's M and H and M and H. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna do M is our navy, and then this is the brown, and this is the speckled brown that came with the pattern. And so we are okay. All right, so now I've got this unit with the speckled brown on that side. And then we're gonna do N. Where is N? There's N. N is a dark navy again, and I've got two of those. So two dark navies. And the other H. And H is gonna go in the middle of these, of the two navies. Okay, we'll put the other navy piece on the other side. We're getting there, I think. This is going to be a long video. I'm going to have to try to shorten it somehow. It's a lot of little pieces. Lots of little pieces to put together. All right, so now we have this. So we've got the brown speckle and then the two navies on the side. And then I'm going to put these together. I think this is like his leg, because it's like we're creating like a pixelation, which is the way the ho 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 was, but we didn't do it that way. We didn't do it that way. We did it differently. Okay. Okay, so now we have that unit. See what we're doing with this now. We're gonna take E, black, navy. I always want to call it black because it's so dark. And then E triple, but I did, it's W. Right here. All right, so we're gonna take, and this is the brown speckle, and then I've got the navy. Navy is E. And we are going to put them together. Let's put them together. We're getting there, folks. Okay, so now we've got this done. We're going to add, all right, so it's going to go like that. Wasn't quite sure what it was doing. I was like, wait, how is that actually going to go? How is that going to go? Okay, so now we have this unit. We're getting there, folks. I need C, double C. That's what I need. Double C. Put my book back here so I can see it. Double C is going to go along this edge over here. Okay. All right, so now we have these, and I believe these are his legs. Kind of spiny little legs. His spiny little legs. We're going to take A, which is going to be our big piece. So we're going to grab A, which is our navy. It's our biggest piece that we have. And it's going to go the long way because it's a rectangle. So it's going to go the long way. All right, so now we just keep adding. So we've got this piece. Now let's put on, we're going to do, we're going to take the 2 C's and the K. So the K is our navy, and then we have 2 speckles. And so we're gonna sandwich that navy piece in between these brown pieces. I'm gonna do that first. Whoops, I bumped y'all, sorry about that. Make anyone. Okay, I'm gonna press that. Okay, now I'm gonna take the other speckled one, put it on the other side of that navy blue strip. Okay, so now we have this strip. I'm gonna pull this bigger piece that had our big A on it, that big navy piece, and I'm going to put our other piece on the other side that we just built, that 3. Okay. All right, so now we have this unit, and I'm gonna set this aside for a second, and I'm going to grab I and B. I is a navy square, and then B is another one of the brown speckles. And actually, yep. And we are going to, I'm gonna draw a line on it. So, okay, so now I have this unit. And what are we doing? Oh, so I'm going to move some of the stuff out of my way. I'm going to take D, which is a navy piece, and D is going to go at the piece we just did is going to go to the bottom. We're going to sew that to the bottom. Okay. We're getting there, folks. So that's on the bottom of that one, and then we're going to grab C. And we're going to add C to the bottom of that. Add those together. Okay. All right, so now we have this really big long piece, and then we're going to take P and we're going to strip P on here all the way down. So hard to see the black. I mean, the darker fabric. Hard to see it. Okay, so now I got that good big strip on there. And I'm going to press that. So now we have this really long unit. And that is going to go. I'm gonna put this, we gotta put the legs on first though. All right, so I gotta switch up my battery. I'll be right back. We need to put the legs on the main part of our pattern. So we're going to add, oops, we're gonna add this piece to our main piece. And I mean this piece, which is basically our main piece. Because he's gotta have legs. We gotta put his legs on. Gotta put his legs on. Okay. Let me press that. Okay, y'all. So we've, oh my gosh, he looks like a reindeer, doesn't he? Let's put his tail on. Should we put his tail on? I think that's it. So I think, yep. So this last part, we're going to put his tail on. To make sure we're putting on his tail correctly. Otherwise, he'll look silly. It's down by his feet. We don't want it down by his toes. We just don't want his tail to be down by his toes. Did as much as I thought I was going to. What do you all think? That's our block. It's a pretty big block. It's pretty cool. What y'all think? I mean, I kept his legs so that it's all the same. The main part of his body is the same. His head is the same. You know, and his tail. So I don't know that I hate it. So, all right, folks. That takes care of week 3 for Up on the Rooftop. Can y'all see it? Kind of. That navy fabric is giving me some troubles, but I don't think that he's all that bad. I'm going to put him on my design board and look at him and see how much I dislike him or like him. I think he's all right. Yeah. I think he's all right. All right. With that said, folks, that takes care of week 3. I think all we have left is week 4, and then week 5 we finish it up, which is, I don't think there's much to week 5. So with that said, I'll see you in the next video. Have a blessed day.